The Labour Party is here to actually represent and to speak for all the people of the country. Trade unions, and I've been a trade unionist every day of my working life, they are there to advance the interests and protect the interests of their members. Absolutely right. The Labour Party is a government in waiting here to represent everybody in this country. About 90% of the country reckon that they are members of the working class. They are workers. So you can have every single Labour MP rock up on the picket line tomorrow. They'll all feel very good about it. They can all hug themselves. They'll all send each other little selfies about it. It won't make a blind bit of difference. This last week, the Tory government had to change the law on allowing agency workers to actually come in and cover for strikes. That legislation was brought in by Tony Blair and by the Labour government, just as we brought in the legislation to allow compulsory workplace recognition of trade unions. The Labour Party and the trade unions work together as partners. It is not a question of them cracking the whip because they give us a lot of money. You simply say, otherwise, why do the British Medical Association, the Royal College of Nurses, the biggest unions in this country after Unite, we don't expect them to snap their fingers and we jump. We represent the nation. We don't just represent, we respect the unions and we admire the unions and we have a great attachment to as they are the progenitors of the Labour Party. But ultimately, we're a government in waiting and we represent everybody in this country, not just the RMT.
Rob Williams, if Stephen Pound is right, and we are talking about a Labour Party that is a government in waiting and has to be taken seriously and behave in a sober, serious way, you can't possibly allow a front bench spokesman, the transport spokesman in this case, to go rogue in the way he did, giving interviews off the hoof in defiance of the line from the leader's office.
Well, first of all, as you can see from my sticker, I was on the picket line this morning with BT workers, and they, like all the other workers who've been on strike in the last few days, are shocked. See, Stephen mentioned there about what the Tory government did, and I agree, bringing in ever more strike-breaking legislation. But of course, what workers are saying is, well, the Tories represent their class very well, but Keir Starmer, who does he represent? Because he's not representing the interests of workers. He's rowing back on the policies that we had. He's rowing back on nationalisation. He's not in reality supporting the workers in their battle for a pay rise that they need to keep theirs and their families' heads above water. And it is an absolute outrage. I mean, the clue is in the name, isn't it? It's supposed to be the Labour Party. Stephen said himself, the Labour Party was created by the trade unions. And what we have at the moment is workers with inflation nearly 12%, employers imposing pay rises that would in reality mean massive cuts in their living standards. They look around for solidarity, and I tell you what, they're going to have to keep looking because Keir Starmer's not there. And what this is about is that Keir Starmer is telling the establishment, I'm safe for you. I am safe. This isn't about what, he's trying to, if you like, make a difference between what Jeremy Corbyn was about. Jeremy would be on picket lines, but Jeremy would also be supporting policies that represented and defended the interests of working class people.
But I'm sure Rob Williams, it's escaped nobody's notice, has it? But Rob, I mean, I'm not putting words into Stephen Pound's mouth, I'm sure, but I'm sure he's on the point of pointing out that, Corbynomics left you with an 80-seat deficit come the general election. So that middle way you describe is the way you win power, and serious parties want to win power, don't they? Stephen Pound, just very, very briefly, it's a broken model, isn't it? If you take union money, you are to some degree beholden to represent their values.
Well, no, there's a lot of unions who don't give us any money. A lot of unions, like the RMT, that stand against us. They actually support people standing against the Labour Party. So that puts us in a slightly difficult position there. We're not in the pockets of the oligarchs and the bosses like the Tory party. There's no question. But what I'd like to do is to actually take this beyond the idea of a few people striking into pompous poses on picket lines and actually say, look, the real problem here is that the energy companies, the utilities are making ludicrous, obscene amounts of profits. One of the reasons why people want a pay rise, why they need a pay rise, why they have to have a pay rise is because of the cost of living, the cost of energy. Drag the money back from those people, those bloated plutocrats.
I'm going to cut in there. Sorry, Steve, we've got to crack on. Stephen Pound and Rob Williams.
I'll with Rob on that.
Thanks for your time. Thanks, guys. Got to go.
Nationalisation of the energy companies, then, shouldn't you? And Keir Starmer,
no argument, mate.
On that.